A Famosa, Malacca's best-known sightseeing spot. A Famosa, or in Malay, Kota A Famosa, which means the famous, Fortaleza Velha Portuguese, also known as the Old Fortress, and in Dutch it is called Slavenburgh, which is known as the Slave Castle. In French it is known as de Misericorde, or Our Lady of Mercy. It was a Portuguese fortress built in Malacca, Malaysia in 1511. The oldest part of the fortress was a five-storey keep, which gave its name to the fortress as a whole. Sometime following the Battle of Malacca in 1641 and the occupation of the city by the Dutch, the keep was destroyed, but the outer walls of the fortress were reinforced. However, in 1807, the British destroyed most of the fortress. The Porta De Santiago gateway and the restored Middelburg Bastion are the only parts of the fortress that remain today. They are among the oldest European architectural remains in Southeast Asia and the Far East. Structure of A Famosa. In the 16th century, A Famosa housed the entire Portuguese administration, including its hospitals, 5 churches, elongated stockades, and 4 key towers. One tower was a 4-story keep. The others were ammunition storage rooms, captain's residence, and the officers' quarters. The rest of the bastion comprised of townhouses clustered inside fortress walls. The fort was expanded in 1586 to accommodate Malacca's growing population. A Famosa is more than just a quick photo stop opportunity for tourists. Built in 1511, the settlement used to sprawl across a whole hillside. It is set beside the Istana Kesultanan on Jalan Kota. A Famosa is perhaps Malacca's best-known sightseeing spot. Originally constructed by Alfonso de Albuquerque, who was led by the Portuguese invasion on the Malacca Sultanate, the remains of the fort is now crumbling whitewashed gatehouse is located downhill from St. Paul's Church. Portuguese history. At the beginning of the 16th century, the Portuguese were establishing outposts in Macau, China, and India in order to create a string of friendly ports for their ships plying the routes between China and Portugal. Malacca's growing popularity meant that it was fast becoming an important link for Portugal to the spice route in 1511. In 1511, the Portuguese fleet, under the command of Alfonso de Albuquerque, arrived and launched an attack on the armies of the Malacca Sultanate and defeated them. Albuquerque moved swiftly to consolidate his gains by building a fortress around a hill near the sea. He used 1,500 slaves to construct A Famosa as a stronghold to defend against foreign invasions. Dutch history. In 1641, the Dutch wrested control of A Famosa from the Portuguese and drove them out of the city. What remains is largely the Dutch reconstruction as they carried out renovation works in 1670, following the siege. To this day, you can see small inscriptions, Anno 1670, on the fort's arch, as well as the coat of arms of the Dutch East India Company, VOC. A Famosa changed hands again when Malacca fell into the British hands during the expansionist Napoleonic times. Initially, under the impression that the VOC was able to act as a caretaker administration until the time when the Dutch were able to fully resume control. They had no idea that the fort would be soon lost to them forever. British history. Due to the fact that they offered too little and asked too much, the Dutch forces soon lost the respect for their Malay subjects, and in the early 19th century, Malacca was fully conquered by the British. Wary of maintaining the fort, should it fall into the enemy hands, the English ordered its destruction in 1806. Unfortunately, Sir Stamford Raffles, founder of Singapore, who was visiting Malacca in 1810, arrived in the nick of time. Due to his love of history, he stepped in before the complete destruction of the old fortress. It was a close call, though, and the crumbling remains of Porta De Santiago, a small gatehouse, were all that could be salvaged from total destruction. When work was undertaken on the Menara Kamisari revolving tower in 2006, another part of A Famosa was discovered. As a result, the revolving tower was relocated further inland, and A Famosa's newly discovered fortress walls were reconstructed.